Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to another episode of Big Bro, Little Bro. I am your host, comedian Lonnie.
And I'm the bearer of bad news.
Hey, man, sometimes in life, you know what I'm saying? Don't shoot the messenger, right? So, make sure y'all joining in the conversation. We had these conversations each and every week. This is very important. But today we came across a video that I had sent to Tez, and basically the video was talking about how.
No, play the video.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Might as well let y'all get context. Let y'all get the right context here, and why do anything different? We've been playing them since then.
Everything we were taught because somebody else taught you. Your parents or their grandparents taught them, go to school, get good grades, graduate college, go get a job, work that job 30, 40 years, live on a pension after that. Like, how many people still telling their kids that? That's the worst. I'm not no disrespect because kids are smart. They're visual. They don't see nobody in their family that playing work for. So they'll see a rapper and they'll look like, this rapper ran a completely different play. I'm going to run his play. Because my parents, my grandma saying this, my great-grandma saying this, my uncle saying this, but none of them got nothing. So why would I run that play? It's like, logically, that don't make sense. When I was growing up, the ideal job was getting a job working for the city. Y'all know what that is? When you coming out 85 and they fixing the street and it's one lane open, them brothers out there, I was like, I ain't working for the city. I was like, you can forget it. Like, everybody who was telling me to do this, everybody was broke. Because think about it. We're in 2022, and we're still giving our kids advice from the 70s and the 60s and the 50s. We live in an entirely different world. So, like, a pension doesn't even exist. So when I speak at, like, high schools, and I be like, how many of y'all going to college just because your parents told you need to go to college? Guess how many hands go up? All of them. You know how many doctors there are that don't even want to be doctors? Their parents just told them that they should be doctors. We've been told the same thing, like, over and over and over. And it's like, we don't question none of it.
So, is today's advice outdated? That's the question. That's the topic. Is today's advice outdated? I'm drinking on that hen dog, just in case y'all ain't know. Cheers. Now, coming from a millennial standpoint, I do feel like there are some things that are outdated.
Like what?
I feel like parents' outlook on jobs and work, it was definitely go to school, get a job. Obviously, we all have been raised with that. And I think we've been told that that's the only way to make money. So that narrative, now that we have technology and things have evolved, it's like those things that we were told to put down as kids are like now things that people make millions of dollars off of, i.e. like video games.
How many millionaires you know? How many millionaires in the world?
I don't know how many are in the world.
What's the percentage of millionaires?
It's actually like less than like 3%.
Okay.
So I just say that to say that, like, I think that part of advice is outdated, but I don't necessarily think that, like, parents were, in my perspective.
Glass is dirty. Yeah. Go ahead.
I think that, like, I won't say they were. It's kind of hard to really explain this. I don't want to say they were out. They weren't as progressive thinkers. But I don't think that they were necessarily wrong. I just have to understand that that's what the times were. That's what it called for them to be a certain way. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong because I understand your point of how millennials and the younger generations feel about going to work and working an everyday job. They kind of look down on their parents for it. Which I see that a lot too. I see a lot of people that look down on their parents that got regular jobs.
Well, and from my perspective, work for the city is a great job because, see, here's the thing. Everybody has to work. Mm-hmm. Everybody not going to have their dream. My OG told me, my Uncle Bobby told me this. I remember I was like 21, 22, and I was like, man, I paid all my bills. I only got like $50 left. Mm-hmm. He was like, your bills are paid, right? Mm-hmm. You should be happy. Mm-hmm. See, the problem with us is black people, we're so, back to our conversation last week about emotions, we're so emotional. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't like my job. Mm-hmm. but your job put food on the table. Do you think every dude likes going to work for you think your granddad want to go to work on the railroad for 70 hours a week? But his joy was to make sure mama had or your dad had. That's the thing about being a grown-up. That's the thing about being adulting. Being adulting is never going to be outdated. It's very few, like when your son tall, oh, he can be a basketball player. It's only 450 of them. You know what I mean? But 450 basketball players each basketball player need an agent. Each basketball player need a lawyer. Sending your kids to school, is nothing wrong with telling your kids to go to school. The only problem is we tell our kids to go to school, but we don't tell them what kind of job to have.
Okay.
Science, technology, engineer.
Okay.
Ain't no black kids in those levels. Kids go to school to try to get through school quickly. Go get a marketing degree.
Do you think there's advice given but no direction?
No, just that was college is for. You go to school, hey, it's like this. You ask a kid what they want to be when they grow up. Kids say, I just want to be rich. Rich doing what? Nigga, the heat about them rappers, they play. These niggas, they work for somebody too. Cause you get to go on stage and jigaboo.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? And act like a pure monkey. Or you got or your job is to entertain people. You know what I mean? But you work for someone else too.
Yeah.
It's just I feel like we don't want to get money. We want to be famous.
You think that's what it is?
We want to be recognized in the world. Because every other ethnicity is telling their kids to go to college.
Yeah.
But they got something. We don't got time to be out here basing everything on our feelings. We need to be trying to focus on trying to get how to understand how to get some money and understand how money works.
I will say that I feel like my generation is my generation and down is lazy. We very instant gratification wanters. We very microwave. Very don't want to put. We don't even want to put in work. Even when we like do what we love, like we don't even do that.
Y'all don't really love it. Y'all like the benefits of it. It's like when we talk about relationships. A lot of people want to be in a relationship because they don't want to actually work in the relationship. They want the benefits of being in a relationship.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I see it a lot. And if this is y'all, this applies to people out there. It's not like a bad thing, but it's a bad thing if you don't recognize it and then change it. Because like even my mindset was on that, and then I had to get like, I don't know, like if you want to be the best at these videos and this content, like you have to work. But guess what? You got to treat it like a job.
But here's the crazy thing: it is a job. Don't treat ain't no such thing. Treat it like a job.
Well, they say when you do your passion, then it's like you'll
it's
never
a job.
work forever.
Hey, believe it or not, when you working for yourself, you talking about some work for the city for the 40 hours ain't good enough. When you work for yourself, try working 80 hours a week and only getting paid for 40 hours worth of work.
Yep.
That's ass backwards. Everybody can't do what I do or what you do. I don't remember the last time I clocked into a job. But people gonna tell me, well, you ain't clocked in, so how you feel about that? But I did the work in this. I worked in the shop for 7 days a week, 10 hours a day. I did that for years, a very long time. For $10 haircuts, $12 haircuts, $15 haircuts. I remember those days. It may be different now, but I put the time in.
Yeah. Hell, I'm a believer of it.
And hell,
I've seen it.
and hell, you think I want to sit in the shop all day because I like cutting hair? I don't like that shit. I mean, I do what I do, but
yeah. Yeah, I just see we always, just a lot of us, even when we go after our passions or something that we love, whatever, I just see that there's a lack of like consistency in the work too.
And that's a problem too, because we telling people go for their passions. All this feeling based shit. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, go for your purpose. Find your purpose. My purpose was to educate. And I educated on every avenue I ever done. You know what I mean? At first, I thought my purpose was just to go sit in the classroom. But I realized I can reach my full potential just sitting there. So I tried something else, and I tried something else. But everybody is not gonna be able to do what I did. 5 people ain't gonna be able to do what I did. 5 people ain't gonna be able to do what you do. People get a phone, they get a YouTube, they be like, "Oh yeah, this talking is that crazy." Because old boy did it, so I can do it too.
Well, when let me ask you this: when do you think you found your purpose?
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. I never understood the purpose. I never understood the purpose thing. I was like most people, like most young people. It was just I was just trying to find a different play. I ain't never cut hair before. Growing up, I never cut hair. I went at home, cut my cousin them hair. I went in no dorm room, cutting no hair. I didn't start my mama's kitchen. You know what I'm saying? It just, somebody told me I look like a barber one day. And I got tired of working at my desk job. So I put the work in to try it out to see if it worked. And it did. So I'm not discouraging people not to do that. But everybody not gonna be that. So you gotta think about the next best thing. Because I remember when I first started cutting hair, I was like, I'm gonna be a shop owner. Then I sat around and interviewed and been around shop owners. And I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. That take too much. That's too much. Because everybody just care about the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it kind of took for you like getting into the lifestyle and then seeing the different things and like realizing like
yeah. And it's like I didn't grow up in a home like in my heyday in my teenage years, my group of people, you know what I'm saying, like class or whatever, you know, they told us to go to the military. You can't find anything to do, go to the military. Then I realized I looked at the military, I looked at the kind of job I was gonna have. I was like, hell no, I don't want to do that either. It's like you just got to find your footing. Our parents were just was telling us the best way to survive. We live in this world now. We just want to do something. You know what I mean? It's like everybody can be a content creator. Like, you know, my son Langston be like, "Oh, I want to create content." Nah, you really don't, because you're not. But really, he wants to be an engineer. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling him, start now. Start reading the books now about it. It ain't about what you man. Everybody who likes to actually go to work. Everybody want to retire and go sit on the beach.
Yeah. It's like very hard to like aligning your purpose also with something you're like super passionate about. Like it's very hard. It's very hard.
When you understand your purpose, your passion ignites it. You know what I mean? Your purpose, your passion, your prosperity. If you own your purpose, it becomes a passion. Because nigga, you'll fall in love with something different every damn week.
Yeah.
Oh man, like I said in that episode, one day you want to do music. The next day you want to do photography. I'm passionate about photography. Let me go buy all of this camera equipment. Now you gotta learn how to do it technically. Now I don't want to do it no more.
Yep. And I do think when you young, like you pick up as many things as you can. When you young, pick up as many things you can. See what works. See what sticks to the wall. And then kind of go from there. Because, hell, it was a point in time I DJ, did music videos. I reporter. I worked PA. Like, I've done a lot of jobs, desk jobs. Like, I've done a lot of stuff. And then, but it has also eliminated, like, I know I don't want to do that. Like, I had these jobs. Like, you know what I'm saying? I actually went through it. And some, even some of us are not even having the jobs. And we ain't even willing to give nothing a shot.
Let me tell you
those people. I'm like, you tripping.
Here's how crazy it was. When I was growing up, I was one of those guys. I worked at McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Boston Market.
Damn, you had all of them.
Oh yeah, Checkers. I've been working since I was 14 years old.
Damn.
Like not part time. Just I've been working since I was 14. Mm-hmm. Like I'm working at least 30 hours a week.
Damn.
Like every day after school, on weekends. Since I was 14. So I've been working almost 30 years. But if somebody who had told me, hey, the manager a manager at McDonald's makes $90,000 a year, and he can get his own store. Hell, I would stay at McDonald's. Cause it was cool. I mean, it was cool. I mean, like I didn't like it, but that would have been a closer way to me get to a goal. Like a lot of times we don't go for the quickest avenue. I mean, we go for the quickest avenue, not the best avenue. That's why people want to turn to drugs so quickly. You know what I mean? Yeah. I want to sell a brick real quick.
Yeah, I realize even in the culture, everything is just about a finesse. It ain't about like, we don't never talk about like maintaining nothing or something. It's always like, I gotta come up. Like that's even how we talk. It's like, like.
But that's what the people say is outdated. That's what your mom was dad was trying to teach you, bro. How to survive. Life is about survival. Oh, one thing about the city, them roads always gonna get done.
Yeah. Them
sidewalks always get. It ain't nothing wrong with work for them people.
Yeah.
Cause they put food on their table just like everybody else.
It's a needed job too.
Yeah.
It's very like. I'm trying to. I really feel like with the age of like social media and glitz and glamour, like it like look down
it's
on
all
these jobs. More.
Social media tricky, bro. That's why I ain't on social media tricky. It make you feel like it fuck with your self-esteem. It make you feel like you ain't doing enough
every day.
That's why, like I said a couple episodes ago, that's why I said if I had a girl, she couldn't be on social media. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of social media, remember the thing we talked about the other day when the young lady, the older lady, was on there with her friends talking about some. She don't want her man liking other women's pictures on social media. And I had an epiphany about that. She don't want you to like nobody else's pictures.
But she on there posting pictures.
But she's posting pictures.
To be liked.
So she don't want you to like nobody else's pictures. But it's okay for all the men to like her picture.
Yeah, it's wild that I've heard those couples like this argument. I'm like, so you don't want me to use the app for what it's intended to be used for?
Because you thirst, you like somebody else. You don't supposed to be liking their picture, supposed to like mine. So are you saying that you don't like any one picture but your homegirls?
They backwards.
Like this. So they post all the naked pictures, all the face pictures, but you get the picture last. Graham get the picture first.
The Graham got your bitch.
Graham got your bitch. The Graham got it. Graham got a lot of these girl niggas too.
Yeah.
Cause he got the money phone. He got the money to the Graham.
Right. But it's so funny when I see niggas out on the Graham acting like hoes. I see it all the time. Niggas
Because everybody want attention.
I be like, can't nobody enjoy no moment. Everybody like, it's like everything has to be documented. It has to be like, I've even been in situations where like girls have asked to like redo stuff, like things that have happened in the moment. Like, oh, you got to do it again because we didn't catch it. I'm like, it wasn't supposed to be captured for the moment. It was supposed to be just to be enjoyed right now for this. That's it. I ain't want no forever moment with with this on the books. Like that wasn't what I was going for.
With me walking in the restaurant.
Yeah, like
just like last week, man. It's so funny, and it also has to do with outdated. It's like outdating dating, outdated ways of dating. You know what I mean? Even when we talked about the emotion of guys want to hang out with their homeboy instead of hanging out with their girl. But I realized why guys don't hang out with their girl also to piggyback off of last week. it's because your girl make everything. She make the event that y'all going to. If you go to an event with her, it's about her. Like we talking about the brunches, right? Mm-hmm. But she say like you like basketball, you a Bucks fan. Hawks and the Bucks play. Mm-hmm. You want to go to the game. Your girl say, I got you tickets to the game. Mm-hmm. Number one, she want to take a picture of. She be like, oh, take a picture of me at the arena. Mm-hmm. Buy me some snacks. Take a picture of me sitting right here. I'm taking a picture of you sitting courtside.
Mm-hmm. Everything is a spectacle.
So basically, again, she made it about her.
Yeah.
When you go with your homeboy, y'all ain't doing none of that shit. Y'all just going. You don't nobody know y'all at the game for real.
But I used to have a homegirl who, whenever we would kick it, she always had to make a vlog. She always had to have her camera. She always had to capture footage. And then I was like, all right, cool. I'm a content creator. I understand. Get your content. But then it started involving me. Now I need you to get this shot. I need you to do this. You the camera expert. Can you do? And I'm like, now I'm being put to work. And I'm just like, this is my off time. Mm-hmm. I wasn't trying to do all that. Like, this wasn't that. I wasn't trying to be here and get you at 37 different angles so you can post a perfect
picture of being at the game.
Yeah, like I didn't want that.
I just wanted to watch it.
I just wanted to enjoy my time with you, and we.
I really just want to enjoy it. I just really want to enjoy it by myself. You being with you is you're just here.
You the bonus. You're extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and that's just like I hate going out. Like I hate being with the people that feel like they always gotta just capture the moment. It'd be like, damn.
But they learned that because they want to be in the now. That's the now thing. That's the thing about being outdated. Mm-hmm. Mom and them told y'all. Mom and them told I want to follow somebody else. I want to follow Kanye. Kim K and Skeet. Mm-hmm. You know them broke up.
Right? Shout out to the breakup. You see Kanye then dropped the papers.
Hey, no. Then they said the Skeet was trying to propose to her. She's like, oh. I was just having fun with you. This wasn't serious.
Yeah, that's why now I wasn't ready to be back.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I just want to hang out with you and make my ex-husband jealous. I wasn't trying to be all that now.
Well, you know, she just wanted to fuck. She didn't want to be in a relationship. That's what she said.
The funny thing about that, right? Funny thing about it is this: as a 42-year-old man, right? Mm-hmm. If I tell a woman that I just want to hang out, I just want to fuck,
ain't gonna work well.
They will call me immature, and I'm childish. I don't want nothing. Mm-hmm. They can't fuck with me. Mm-hmm. But when they want to just fuck,
you supposed to be down.
No. They go fuck a younger nigga. They go get a 25-year-old boyfriend. And girls be like, oh, guys do it all the time. But when I said I want to do the same thing he doing, I want to do.
It's different.
It's different.
That's the only excuse I always get.
I was trying to see how it's so different. They go to the Pete and Kim K thing. Mm-hmm. She didn't want anything serious with him. She just wanted something to do. But when I say I just want something to do, I'm not a real man. I ain't looking for nothing, and I want to play with bitches.
Mm-hmm. You childish.
I'm childish. I be wanting to know.
Homophobic. They go to the extent now.
I be wanting to know. It don't make no sense.
It never did. You damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's why I say, like, what I've learned is that, like, they gonna talk regardless. Women gonna say whatever they gonna say. They gonna create the narrative. They gonna do it. At this point, I'm like, shit, I might as well.
Then, me being my age, if I'm talking to a chick who 25, they gonna say, I want to control and run somebody. I want to dominate and be in charge of someone.
Mm-hmm. You want somebody you can
But when
boss
they
around.
talk to somebody who 25, 26, and they in their mid-40s,
There's even videos of them on record saying that they just want to control somebody when they talk down or something. Like there's videos of this.
I know.
We can't say this out loud. But like that's not even why. Like that's the reason why men talk to younger women is not on a control thing. It's not like I'm trying to control somebody. It has nothing to do with that. It is wanting to be with somebody who's like not stuck in their ways that you can work with.
Well, no, stuck in ways that want to get on your campaign.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is women my age want somebody to be on their campaign. They just want somebody to agree with them and let them do what the hell they want to do.
They want the Derrick Jacksons? Oh, my bad.
They just want somebody to agree with them.
They want that Derrick Jack.
Like I'm just thinking about all the outdated things. It's like it's nothing wrong with it. Look, man, I said all the time, I wish when I was 21, 22, lower than 25, I wish I had got me a wife and a family.
Just sat down
and sat down somewhere. Hell, got me a job at the city. I want to care.
So let me ask you this: do you think that going back to the original topic, do you think that today's advice is outdated for dating?
Well, isn't that new under the sun when it comes to dating? It's like, dude, fellas, get on your grind, get on your square, get on your purpose, and work hard at being the man you need to be for you can be able to run your house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and don't let nothing discourage you.
So the basic message ain't changed.
Hey, boy, ain't that how your old people say? Ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing gonna change. This all the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, I can't argue with that.
If
you own your purpose and you're doing what you need to do as a man, you will hopefully stumble upon the right one. Do I believe it's a lot of right ones? No. I don't believe it at all. So I do think that there is like a little bit of like, I would agree with it being outdated in the sense of like, it's not those options out there anymore.
Man, there's a lot of good women out here, bro. Y'all just can't wait till you're 45 to try to meet one. Cause they gonna come with through some shit. You gotta meet them young as possible. Me and my client the other day having a conversation. He said, "OG, if I could have did it again, how would I did?" I said, "Man, everybody meet their wife in college." I said, "Hell, why everybody else meet their wife in college? Aren't you not in the same school with the same books?" I said, "The problem is the women you meet in college, the black girls you meet in college, feel like they're too good to talk to you, even though we're the same place in the same classroom." You know what I'm saying? If the world was really realistic to them, a lot of them would be married.
You know what? I think that's my problem. That's my problem. That's a problem that I have with women. Like, and I see it with this whole parenting thing. Like, women will say things like, "I can't deal with a broke dude. I can't deal with this." But like, their father, their mother comes from this.
Well,
and it's like,
but the thing is, they don't want.
Now you look down on this.
Nah, it's not that. It's because basically what they did was, and me and my homegirl, me and a friend of mine, my homegirl, had a conversation about this. She said, women get judged on a different level when it comes to men, because women get judged, women get shamed for sex and XYZ. The problem is women think life's a party. They want to. From 18 to 30, they want to. Like Kevin Samuels said, RP to Kevin Samuels, the cock carousel. They want to have a new nigga every year. Slip up and have two babies by two different niggas. They mama gotta take care of their baby while they going to grad school, and everybody else, and the cousin here and auntie here, everybody, the village gotta help them out while they go conquer get their degrees. You know. Then they meet a guy, they be like, "Oh, you should mess with me because I did it." Well, you did it because you had the help. Not only did you have the help, you put yourself in that position, and they helped you. It's like you wrecking a car and they go buy you a new one because you need to get around. But if you was responsible enough, you never wrecked the first one. You kind of see where I'm going with this? So they meet guys, and the guys be just wandering through life because sometimes guys in the beginning never understand their purpose because we're not telling black men that they do have a purpose. We're not telling black men they have a purpose. We tell them their purpose is to take care of everybody else. Just like Judge Mathis the other day was like, oh, the Black Lives Matter. I ain't see no black men out there. Dude, every time you see Steven Jackson, he be with a whole bunch of group of black men. What are you talking about? You know?
He never seen. I was about
He
to
don't
say
see no black. He see white people and black women. Like they still have this thing that black men ain't doing shit in life. Like all of us is just on the corner holding our balls. You know what I'm saying? Shooting dice with 100 niggas around us. But you went to a black male.
Hella niggas doing stuff.
Hella niggas doing stuff.
Starting businesses, running businesses.
4,500 companies.
Like big stuff.
And the thing is, man, they can't even find a decent girl to talk to.
But that's what I'm saying. Do you think it's that many good options out here?
Yeah, but you got to catch them early. That's why these conversations that we having got to be so purposeful. You got to catch them early. Like you literally got to be in college looking for finding your job and finding your mate.
Yeah. You
can't be in college. I want to smash all the sophomores and juniors.
Okay, hear me out.
Go ahead.
I do see. There's part of me that agrees with you on the finding somebody in college, sitting down early, right? There's part of me that agrees. There's another part of me that says, like, I don't agree because how much stuff I learned from, I won't say fucking off my 20s, but just in my 20s and college, everything that I learned got me to this point of here to be able to be on my purpose and then be able to look for it. So I think that those years were like very meaningful in learning that. And I don't think that I would have been able to maintain I wouldn't have been able to lead or maintain successfully in marriage that young.
I can respect that. And to some people that's right. But let me ask you a question. Say if this dream that you have right here, say if you got there early at 23, would you be able to manage it now at what, 32, 33?
If I would have got
this at 23. Because you wanted it, right? You would have wanted it. When you want some shit, you're going to do anything to protect it, keep it, home it, grind for it. It's a skill. You know? It's a skill. And I mean, I didn't do it that way, but I'm looking at everybody else. When you go to your doctor, he like, oh yeah, I'm 45. How long you been married? Oh, I've been married 17 years. My kids in high school and blah 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 blah. And you look at yourself in the mirror. You ain't had a successful relationship, past 3 years. There's something wrong with that. We've been taught that it's okay to have 1,000 relationships. Like we just said, your ass need therapy, relationship PTSD, and dealing with emotions. You just carry them emotions to every different relationship stop. While you in college, you focus on your work. You get a girl who focuses on her work. That she want to contribute to the family that you're trying to build. Right now, we meet women who already have a family. They already got kids. You know what I'm saying? They want you to plug and play. So you can't stamp what you need on there because she already got a system working for her. You know what I mean? It's not designed that way. Why are we the only race of people to tell our women that they're strong?
Yeah.
For grinding. oh, you went to school and you did X, Y, Z and you got these degrees and you had that baby and your mama took care of the baby, or your baby daddy had to come in and his mama took care of the baby. Why do we applaud that?
I think because it makes for a better story.
That's my point. Mm-hmm. We like fairy tales.
Mm-hmm. Just how niggas walk around that ain't from the mud or in the mud, but they got it out the mud. Like, it's like,
yeah, like it's okay. But what's the mud? Okay, I grew up not having much. I had to educate. Had to work, get myself educated to have something. Mm-hmm. That's not the mud. That's transition of life. Mm-hmm. Like we walk around here like all poverty is the 1920 poverty.
Yeah.
The suffrage.
Yeah.
Like our mama them had a tent on the 285. Mm-hmm. And we barely went to school. We'd be like, okay, we act like that. We act like that because we feel like we ain't never had nice things. Mm-hmm. That's why everything's so materialistic with us. That's why when you watch, like, I was flipping through channels, man, and I was trying to see what the hell something was on Housewives of Atlanta. Mm-hmm. But everybody had Gucci on. I felt like I was in a Gucci store watching TV. But we the only people to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Made us hate ourselves and love their wealth.
Mm-hmm. I was just thinking that shit. Hey, man, that's when Kanye came out with that song, I saw that was my life. Mm-hmm. That was Michael Kors in my life. It's like this. He spoke to us.
Yeah, man. It's sad to realize, but I always be thinking that. Like, I always be like, but you got a point though. I could see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe life just would have looked different then if I would have done it all earlier.
And the thing is, I'm not saying that you did it wrong. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, hey, you could have had better. I mean, it could have been a good situation. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess how it could have went bad, it also could have went really good.
Yeah, it can be anything you want it to be. Mm-hmm. That's what life does. You create the life you want. That's what manifesting means.
To all y'all manifestors out there.
But the thing is, we look at manifesting like, okay, I fucked up. Now I'm gonna manifest the God, make it right. Mm-hmm. That's my problem when it comes to people talking about manifesting. Mm-hmm. I put myself in a bad position. Not the circumstances of life put me in a bad position. I chose to put myself in those positions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, I don't know, man. That's why sometimes I get upset when I hear black kids say, "Oh, that's outdated. School outdated. Why everybody else going to school?" Nigga, y'all can barely goddamn read. It's my outdated. Mm-hmm. Because everybody feel like they're gonna be a YouTube star tomorrow.
Yeah, trust me. I've seen a rise in the the content creator space, especially during the pandemic.
Everybody, I'm funny too. You know what I mean?
But and it ain't even like the crazy thing. It's not even about being funny. That's the crazy part. People think, oh, I'm funny too, or people said that I'm funny. It's like a whole nother like thing behind that. Like you gotta have the work ethic.
Like we to my Country One. I love his work ethic. Mm-hmm. He put everybody on around him. He had to reinvent the whole wheel. Mm-hmm. And just shot. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shout to Wayne. Like, and that in itself, I mean, everybody ain't got the work ethic to do that. Mm-hmm. That'd be my problem with the statement the old boy said. Everybody don't have the work ethic to do that. Like, what does Tat on my arm say? Where your barber at? Mm-hmm. People didn't have the work ethic to be in the shop at 6:30 in the morning. 6:30.
But
they didn't have the work ethic to be there. I remember being in there at 6:30 in the morning, 7 in the morning, and no one else was there. The next person gonna come in at 11. 11. By 11, I done dusted off a whole bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. I just don't like when I hear that. It gets me upset because you giving these kids false hope.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody ain't gonna be a rap star, but every rapper need an accountant.
Mm-hmm.
Every rapper need a lawyer. Every rapper need a doctor. Like he's like, you know how many doctors don't want to be doctors? Dude, you know how strong and a pillar a doctor is in our neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm. So you think it's us not putting enough respect on these jobs?
Yeah,
these...
no, they're not respectable because they're not glamorous. These kids don't realize that by the time a doctor done work for 10 years, now they straight.
Mm-hmm.
You got a whole TV show called Medicine, Married to Medicine. Everybody's house big.
Big as hell. I've been in one. It's big as hell. They like
these doctors,
big.
Bro, when you go to the Grady Emory, you go see the doctor's cars. They like rapper cars, but different than the doctor own their car.
Mm-hmm. And this might not have no fancy rims on.
And he got a Prius that he drive every day. That's gonna save gas.
Yeah.
The other car for the weekend.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna drive $100,000 car to save gas. I'm having another $200,000 car, and I can't write nothing. I'm off. Come on, man. We gotta teach our kids that all the other stuff don't matter.
Yeah, I see both sides of it because right
trust
there
me, I see
in the middle.
I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Because doing the mom and dad way don't work all the time either.
Yeah.
But that means, but that don't work because you didn't teach your kids to go get a job outside of the basics.
Mm-hmm.
People think like being a teacher is a bad thing, and this stuff. These people that run the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
Yeah. I mean, only thing I can say, even in my upbringing, I wish my parents could have been a little more open-minded, and more forward thinking. But I only say that used in the context of even my mom is in technology. She works in technology, so she's seen this forefront of video and she just seen all of that coming. Mm-hmm. So she would tell me about it, but she was like, "Yeah, I mean, I seen it, but it was hard for her to translate the two to me."
Well, Lonnie, let's put in perspective here. Okay, mm-hmm. When you started doing this, everybody wasn't doing this. But she supported the situation. But you understand something. When you see a kid at Morehouse, you don't think he's not gonna. I done spent $250,000. I don't think he's not gonna do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's just one thing that I had to work through. I don't currently feel like that anymore.
But we act like that because our mom was wrong. Mm-hmm. It just so happened that you found something that was your lane. Think about how many other guys who parent felt the same way. They did the same thing and failed. Mm-hmm. As a parent, your job is not to teach your kids to fail. We want to teach your kids the best way to succeed. Mm. We don't want you to fail.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got to come home.
No, that's real. That's a real last statement. I can respect that.
Like this, we want the best for you. We want for you not to work the same 70 hours I work. Mm-hmm. Hell, if you work 60, I won.
Yeah. Even having that conversation with my dad, he helped me realize something. Whereas I thought he was hating, he was actually protecting me.
That's what we do.
Mm-hmm. Perspective is a motherfucker. That perspective is everything.
It's like being a husband. The husband's job is to protect. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Though I use somebody to provide the money, it ain't about the money. It's about the protection. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No. I can definitely respect that.
Because it's crazy dropping you off the bag, but hell, you gonna fuck the bag up. That mean I did something wrong.
Fair enough. Hey, fair enough. I can't say you can't get no more righter than that. I mean, that's spoken like a, you know what I'm saying? Somebody being on both sides, you know what I'm saying? Like I can understand that. And I can respect that, seeing that.
When I was growing up, I did delay entry into the Navy. So I was getting ready to get shipped out. So, I was like, I'm going to school. I want to go to school. I want. But then I was in school bullshit. So went hand in went. So I went through years of trying to figure out life. Sleeping on sofas and all kind of shit. A teenage mom who basically got her kid to graduate and not go to jail and everything else. She don't want that for her son.
Yeah. No, you're right.
I mean, you want better.
Yeah.
But old boy try to make it seem like mom and dad want to keep you here. No, they want better for you, but they want things that are sure. It's not no such thing as 100% sure. But let's get closer to the sure thing.
Yeah. And I can even understand that for my mom. Like, she went to school, she got a job, she put us through college, so that's the route that worked. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand her enforcing that.
It ain't a route that worked. It fucking worked. You got two kids in college, one kid doing masters and everything else, and the kid. You got one kid go to Alabama and one kid go to Morehouse.
Yeah.
What the hell? Shit, mama did a good job. I try to tell you, give mama great. Mama did a good job, nigga. Hey, the other mamas the new mamas ain't gonna be able to do that.
Yeah. Hey, mama, I love you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
The other
so
mama
much.
ain't gonna be able to do that, bro.
No, you're right. You're right. I mean, I see it. Yeah.
These mamas be in so much debt because they want 4 and 5 degrees. Their kids ain't got nothing. Not only their kid not had their mama there, their kid with grandmama babies. Cause I'm a grandmama baby.
With your grandma a lot?
But I was my grandma all the time. But no, though, I'm a family baby. Like, cause my mama had me so young. I was with all the aunties every week, different aunties. You know what I'm saying? My aunties see me now. I'm in my mid-40s. They be it's like we have a disconnect because they had me when I was 5.
Yep.
So they like this. 40,
Little boy.
They were like 40 years ago, you was my baby. And now you're a grown man.
You're a grown man with a baby.
With
you know
babies,
what I'm saying? Hey, no, that's a good perspective to put in. So I hope even y'all took away from that because
man,
it was like I've had that light shed on, but that was like more light of just like understanding.
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to explain to you, man. You had a good situation. And the problem with us is we all live in this chaotic world that we all feel like our situation was everybody feel like this situation was some bullshit. Oh, mama. Oh, I didn't. Like, we just live this dumbass narrative. Like, we was living under 285. Like, we was in the goddamn soup kitchen. Like, you ever notice when you see the kids who they grew up in the projects, but they had new Jordans on? How the fuck you got new Jordans on? You live in the projects. Nigga, I didn't live in the projects. I didn't have new Jordans because my mom wasn't buying them shits. Man, I had SJ 900s, Attack Force, Winter Choice, Pro Wings, plastic shoes with no leather, feet stink. Yes. That's the life I lived. While mom trying to figure out life.
Man, I just want us to get to everybody listening, get to a better point where we can do better than the previous. And y'all take your asses to work too.
Man,
ain't nothing wrong with
it.
it.
Man, it's nothing. Oh my God, but it's nothing wrong getting off on Friday, been off on weekends.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Nigga, remember you see your dads and your OGs and your uncles, they can wait to go off on weekends and hang out at home and do stuff and cookouts and everything else, and Sunday rest after they leave church and
time of their life. Hey, it's time to be grown, y'all. That's what I think this is. It's time for y'all to be grown and accept these grown responsibilities.
These folks don't want to be grown.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's what I mean. Remember, I said that I think my generation does not realize that they are grown.
Don't worry about it. It ain't your generation. It mine. Because all the grown hoes, all the grown women I know, they want to be children. They act like children.
Yep.
I've never seen 40-some-year-old women act like kids. You'll meet a woman, she 46, her kids are damn near 30, and she acts like them. They dressed alike.
They going after the same thing?
Come on, you as young as you feel. No, the hell, you fucking old. The hell you talking about? You old. Your eyes done seen a lot of shit. Stop disrespecting being grown and being old. Mm-hmm. God takes that away now. Cause if you ain't getting old, get what you is. And on that note, man, hey, the bearer of bad news, the Flash.
Hey, Comedian Lonnie.
And we out.
Peace.